Today we're going to start off mowing some hay. You didn't actually think I'd bought a tractor, had you? We're going to clear around this. We're going to put this last post in. Which remembers me, the last time we were up here, I was looking for my wallet. I found it about 3 months after. 20 quid still in it. Deadly. It's actually a shame we're not using that, and it couldn't be cut into hay or silage. It's just with all the hedge cutting that we've done at the start of this year, the risk of contamination and damaging machinery might be a bit high. I come across a bit of wire. That's what I was actually holding out for. Cheap as chips. It's hard to beat generosity. I need to go look for a post. I think it's down there somewhere. Oh no, my horse chestnut's not going to do. And it was looking promising at the start where the foliage started coming out. However, here we are. This is what I'm after. That's the good thing about working alone. It's always where you left it. If you can find it. You need a good memory for this crack. Right, this is going to fit, so that's a plus. Let's drill some holes. One. I don't have my wee stick with me. I had only 2 hands, had to carry you, strimmer and all the tools. Come on, Betsy. There she goes. Sort of winging it here. We're close, we'll be all right. Just remember me, I actually should have drilled this first. Would have marked this and then, but never. We shouldn't be that far away. Almost level, but close enough today. Let's see if she's fit. Sweet as a nut. This nail keeps moving on me. You hit up the face, that's very handy. We're going to attempt this one without the wire tensioners today because I don't own a set anymore. Adam, where are you? We'll get her snug anyway. Forget how to do it. So much easier with the wire tensioners. So much easier keeping the wire tension in the wire, obviously. Nothing else for it, but do you all right? So who's going to be looking at it? Yep, she's loose, boss. Let's get our tension up a bit. Tell you boy, wire tension has definitely made a difference. Not 100% tight, tight enough to do me. Unfortunately not. We have the wrong type of wire for this. If you go from here, up over the top, there is posts up there somewhere. Whenever I go to put this fencing wire in, I'm going to have to trim the length of it. Torture. Now with this wee job finished, on to the next one. Oh, not enough hands today, boy. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. Right, no one's out on the road, let's go quick. Whoops. Whoops, it is. That's the last of the fence bracing done. Now I'm going to spray the weeds. I'm not going to spray the weeds in the field. I'm going to hit the weeds in the yard. In the field, I'm counting it as agricultural or horticultural. In the yard, amenity type scenario. Look, we'll show you. Last year was fine whenever we were laying the gravel, but look at all the seeds and all the grass is starting to grow already. If I don't do something, this will quickly turn into a field. And you can either burn it or do whatever, but I think glyphosate will do the trick. I could use gas on a burner and burn it all off, but I don't have one of them kits. I do have a sprayer. Thanks Roger and James. I got it working. I do have a sprayer and I'm going to hit it, just spot spraying. And I have a license to do it too. Mightn't be fully health and safety orientated, but we're not in the workplace. The only thing that's good about this is getting rid of the weeds, but left unchecked, it would soon become a bigger issue, I think. I definitely wouldn't encourage it to be overused. When it takes a wee spot, plants are thirsty for it. I can't even get the sheep to eat the grass that I have in the field. They'll hardly be able to eat this one too. And both my mother and my sister will be glad to see this coming because they've been at me from the start of April to do around their houses. Just never get round to it. Must think I have nothing to do. About 4.5 litres to do this yard, 30 metres, let's just call it 30 metres squared, easily 30 metres squared. Ongoing maintenance had to be done. Now for the next job. We're going to strip this wire off the posts, starting there, going round to where the drainage pipe is. If you remember this time last year, Bill helped me by ripping that out in anger. It's in preparation for winter, whenever this hedge is going to be lay over. And it'll maybe help if I could see what I'm doing. Why did I not just do this in spring? I knew it was going to happen. It's the same as lighting that fire. I couldn't actually pull out the hedges, the cuttings of the hedge, to burn them properly because the grass it had grew around it and it was like stuck to the ground. And oh, these are new. This mightn't be that easy to get out. Maybe just have to use the digger. Oh, I didn't tell you. It's a few weeks away, but we're going to do a bit of digger work again. Phase 2. Let me show you what it is. Trevor's coming up. He's going to give me a hand in the middle of July, and we're going to start a bit of work. Working from the entrance, we're going to put a ton of similar gravel in here, covering the pipe and shoring up into that upper field, because if you remember, this was very wet last year. There's a lot of erosion coming out through there. We're going to tidy along this hedge, and we're going to raise the height of this lower yard to match the container. That'll be the finished level. You can see this drain isn't finished. On the inside of it, 2.4 meters from this fence line back, it's going to be a slab of concrete on which my compost bins are going to sit. I'm going to have 3 bins, bang, bang, bang. It's going to cover about 27 feet, leaving 5 feet at the end. 4 feet of it is going to be the gate into my vegetable garden, and a couple of feet at this side for a wash station. Let me explain why. See this white line? It'll continue parallel with that fence. From this higher end, it's going to extend 12 meters long, 3 meters wide, and at the low end, we're putting in a 1200 mil pipe liner. It's going to be covered with pig slots, and it's going to be the wash station that was always planned. The gate is going to be 4 feet wide, and there's going to be a small compartment, a wee shed for holding a power washer, an electric one, powered by solar. Yeah, boy. Last year was the first stage where I put in the pipework, water and electric. That there is for the wash station. The pipe liner is going to be in this vicinity. The overflow from that is going to go down, turn 90 right. All of this tar and rubble is going to be lifted up onto this hard surface. The tarmac is going to be used for surfacing, putting a cap at the entrance, and the overflow is going to go down into the shuck. When I was working on the sheep shed, I soon realised that all the water runs from down past it, going that way. I want to come into this corner where the hard surface of the yard's going to be, and I'm going to drain it back into the centre here, catching everything that has rained in this area, sending it out that way, and not down past where the sheep shed should be. From the edge of the yard to the edge of the field is about 8 feet. Yeah. This has to be removed, and this pipe here that was run down the edge of the yard at the time is going to be moved over onto that strainer post. On this post is going to be both electric and water, because I'm going to run an extra cable down for power. Why not, whenever I'm going to dig it anyway? This is all going to be stripped. We're taking the scrap off it, as the man would say, and then moving the soil up onto the bun for storage. Here's the drainage pipe that Trevor put in the last time. Everything from the entrance and south of the drain goes down past the sheep shelter. We need to catch it at that point there and bring it back up into the shuck. But before we get that done, I'm going to have to get these sheep into strip grazing, because it's long overdue. We're going to have to get water supplied to the sheep in the form of IBC tanks, working off gravity. We're going to be busy when this digger arrives. Wesley Hamilton contracts. I'm holding you to getting this digger. Pressure's on. We need to get it done. Hopefully we get the weather. Even if we don't, it's still going to happen. You know what? I don't even think I'm going to worry about this. I think I'm going to use the digger to pull that out. The Wesley Hamilton Contracts digger. Hamilton Contracts digger. Guys, that's going to do us for this one. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you watching. See you in the field.